I began my shapes painting with 4 very different sketches featuring concentric circles, shifting rectangles, stable abstract monster, and moving wave-type shapes. I decided on working with my shifting shapes composition because I liked the overlapping that occurred with my rectangles and the off-center lines I added into my background. When it came time to sketch onto my canvas, I began creating a rectangle template out of cardstock, which was a big time saver. It was taking way too much time to measure out my rectangles. After I created the template, it was easy to follow my sketch. I used warm yellow, magenta, and a cool blue-violet for my paint cups. I found the blue-violet the trickiest one to mix because the blue took over my purple tone, and I had to spend some time adding more red to my liking. On my palette, I was able to mix the golden yellow, the magenta, to get a strong orange, and 2 types of natural oranges to keep warm colors for my rectangles. I used a magenta and added a touch of blue to create a warm blue-purple. The lighter colors, such as golden, yellow, and orange, needed at least 3 coats to create an even color coverage. I changed a few of my overlapping colors in my final design for aesthetic purposes, but kept it very close to my sketch. I painted the background blues last. I wanted to get the center perfect before moving on. I used the blue-violet from my paint cup with a larger brush to create an even color. Then I used a lot of white pumped in the center of my palette to mix a pale blue because I love the contrast of light and dark in my sketch. I knew if I added too much blue, it would be too close to my cup color, so I added a lot of white just to be safe. I would say that my focal point would be my warm colored rectangles that overlap in the center of my canvas. You could also say I have some emphasis on contrast happening in my background with the dark and light blues. My audience could be drawn to the warm overlapping rectangles that are spiraled throughout the canvas. I would say people feel energized by looking at my painting. They might be inspired by my clean lines and straight edges.